How you doing, guys? DJ 101 here again, and I'm back here with a review for you guys of the HP ProBook 4420S. Now, first off, this HP ProBook is jam-packed with a ton of great hardware. I'm just going to look off to the side here. I got the specs written down. It's packed with a Core i3 Intel CPU, and that CPU is running at 2.13 gigahertz. Kind of an odd number, but I guess it works. It's zippy fast. It also has 2 gigs of DDR3 memory, along with a 250 gigabyte serial ATA 5400 RPM hard drive, as well as a 14.0-inch LED backlit display. This display is nice and crisp. It runs at a resolution of 1366 by 768, so great for HD content if you're watching 720p. Also, it is got a DVD super drive in it, which means you can burn and read and write DVDs and CDs. Packed with 802.11 BGN for your wireless connectivity. Also has Ethernet, and of course I think it has about 3 USB ports on it, I would like to say it. Also with a webcam and mic, not HD by the way, but great quality. Now let me run off a couple of the things that I would put as the pros to this notebook. I have very few cons, but I can say that I absolutely love this computer. And just to point out, this computer does come with XP as a downgrade from Windows 7 Professional. I would say this is one of the positive things on why I bought the computer, because I have a couple of applications and programs that I need to use that run on Windows XP only, and they never really worked on Windows 7. So this is the sole reason I got this. So you do get Windows 7 with it, but it does originally come stock standard with Windows XP, which is maybe why you would like to buy it yourself. I personally really like XP. I like Windows 7 as well, but considering the programs that I need to run are only compatible with Windows XP, this is a great buy for that. First and foremost reason why I bought this computer. It's small, it's light, it runs Windows XP. But as you can see, it's also very compact. It's not the thinnest notebook in the world, as you can see right here, but it does have this nice brushed metal aluminum, I don't know, I guess texture as you would call it. It almost looks bronze, if you can see that. I'm just going to zoom in here, give you guys a little bit of a closer look. It really looks good. It also has the HP ProBook, branding in it, and it kind of just pops out of the brushed aluminum, which I really think makes it a ProBook. This is why it has ProBook in its name. That's why it runs Windows XP. It's for the business professional. It's for the professional that needs a nice Windows Pro machine, kind of like Apple offers the MacBook Pro. HP is offering the HP ProBook. And like I said, this thing is jam-packed. If you go back and you watch my unboxing video, it has a ton of options. It does not have Blu-ray, unfortunately, but it does have the drive. It does have a modem, 2 USB ports right here on the side. On the front, of course, you got your line in and line out for your headphones and your microphone if you need it, SD card slot. And then on the other side, you have your power, your lock, your fan port, your VGA output, your Ethernet, and a HDMI output, which is great if you're driving in high quality secondary display. And of course you have your SATA, eSATA port right here for your ultra fast external drives, and of course you have a USB port. Now another one of the positives, as I'm here on this side, I want you to look very, very closely at this fan port right here. This to me should set the standard to what all laptop manufacturers should do with their computers. As you can see, this fan port right here keeps the computer cool, but if you look underneath, I'm just going to slowly turn it for you guys, there is no vents on the bottom. Yes, this actually runs completely on the side, so if it pulls in your air and blows out the air, keeps the machine nice and cool, and you don't have to worry about setting it on your lap and worrying about covering up that that grill underneath, and you're not worrying about getting proper airflow to your machine. This takes care of that. I think this should be the stock standard for all laptop manufacturers. I don't know why they wouldn't do it. I would just guess that this would just be the reason why that they wouldn't do it, is just because maybe it's a little more cost effective to do it that way other than this way. Great implementation of the vent though. I love it. Now getting into the laptop rather than every external of the laptop. Give me a second here, just kind of open it up. Like I said, the display is stunning. I know you can't tell in the video, even though it's an HD video, but the text on the display is very, very clear. Sorry, I stutter a little bit, but of course, and then again, you have this. I'm just going to try and give you guys a little bit of a zoomed in here look as well. Sorry if I'm making you nauseous by zooming in and out, but I think these are important things that I would like to cover. It also has this chiclet style design keyboard. Some people hate this keyboard, some people love it. I, for one, absolutely love it. From my experience, it has been great to type on. They're very, very nice spaced apart, so you don't make as many mistakes. I absolutely love this keyboard. Like I said, I cannot iterate that enough. For me personally, I don't know about you, but in my personal experience, this is a fantastic keyboard. You should have no trouble typing on it at all if you're used to the Apple keyboards or used to a MacBook Pro style keyboard. Now I'm going to get to one of the biggest complaints of this laptop, and I'm actually going to kind of just zoom out here a little bit. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm actually going to go to my iPhone here for a second to give you guys a little bit of an in-depth view of this laptop. This is one of the things I cannot stand about this laptop, and I will tell you why in a second. Let me get to my iPhone. Okay, so I'm back, and guess what? We're recording with the iPhone here. I just want to give you guys a little bit of a closer up view, since I don't know how many people really want to see how crisp it is, but that display is absolutely outstanding. It does degrade as you go a little bit to the right or left, but it's, been in my case with all laptop screens that they degrade quite a bit. It's not as bad on this one though. Like I said, it's a very, very nice computer. You would hope not. But getting back to the sole reason I went to my iPhone, I want you to check this little guy out right here. The Trackpad, something you're obviously going to use as soon as you get the computer. My experience with this Trackpad, to me, it's not as bad as what I originally thought it might be. I actually thought it would be better, but it is not good. This Trackpad is an all-in-one integrated button, as you can see here. If you click on this, there is no separate button. It's all one button. It's kind of taking after Apple's all-in-one Trackpad that they had recently put on their MacBook Pros in the last few years. To me, it's not as good of an implementation as it is on the MacBook Pro. If you're looking for a MacBook Pro type experience with this Trackpad, you might be quite a bit disappointed. The all-in-one buttons, for me, dragging files and everything is kind of, well, it's kind of ubiquitous already. That's what I use this laptop for dragging music files for conversion into the conversion program, then, back out and so forth and whatnot. This Trackpad does not work all that well, simply by the fact that if you drag and drop something, sometimes I'll be clicking over here and using my other finger to drag, and then guess what happens? The mouse cursor, instead of going where I wanted it to click, let's say right there, will jump all the way to the corner of the screen. That is not good. I say it's not good, and it really isn't good. If I was going to have a sole reason to not buy this notebook, unless you're going to use an external mouse, it would be this Trackpad. It is absolutely the worst I've used on a laptop. I don't bash that from the rest of the laptop. The rest of the laptop is fantastic, but it is one of the worst trackpads I have ever used, and I apologize for the noise in the back. We are doing a little bit of remodeling this week. But, again, this trackpad is not very good. I would recommend using an external mouse. Some people may like this trackpad, some people may love it. I have found it to be absolutely nothing like the MacBook Pro trackpad, which I think is one of the best multi-touch trackpads, all-in-one button mouse trackpads in the business right now, in the industry. And this one is just not that good, I'm sorry to say. But if you are going to use it with an external mouse, I think it'll do you fantastically. Maybe if you aren't dragging and dropping as much, it'll work out great. If you're just using, one finger and double tap and all that good stuff, it may work out better for you, but that's been my experience. Anyway. So as you can see, that trackpad really is some bad implementation. I think with just the lines and making it look like there's two buttons, really isn't all that good. I would have been more impressed if it was actually functional in that way, kind of like, the MacBook Pro is all one, doesn't have any lines or anything on it, but you can actually hold your hand, finger down in that corner and then not have your mouse jump on from one corner or the other corner because it thinks you're double tapping on the trackpad. Really bad implementation. I really wish HP would have done something different, but oh well, what can you do? But anyway, that's been my review of the laptop. What do you guys think? This laptop will set you back $768.99. I'll leave the link in the bottom in the video description if you want to check it out. I think it's from, I can't remember the exact site, but there will be a link in the bottom if you guys want to check it out. That's been the review of my laptop. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm wrong about the trackpad? Do you guys think I'm crazy? That's been my experience with it for the past 2 months. I wanted to give a thorough review, so I waited that long. I hope you guys didn't think I absolutely forgot about you and I wasn't going to do a review on this. A lot of people said it's a great laptop. Absolutely agree. This is a fantastic laptop. If you guys are thinking about an ultra portable ProBook, comes from HP, this one I think will do you fine. It has the Core i3 and it has 2 gigs of RAM, plenty for Windows XP or Windows Vista. in my experiences, and I do a little bit of music conversion, it's nice and quick with that Core i3. But maybe for some people it's not. I mean, my biggest knock on it was the trackpad. Maybe you guys love the trackpad. Let me know. And you know, it always helps out our community here at DJJ101. I'm trying to help you guys, is, you know, well, get feedback from you for me, so I can, you know, maybe look for stuff that I didn't see, or maybe you guys caught something that I didn't. That would be great. Anyway, guys, this has been my review of the HP ProBook 4420S, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good day.